Welcome everyone. You can't rush during the day. You can't avoid the series at night. 2024, the latest horror film Troll Shock is coming. Well known American horror movies focus on one who dares to shoot. Bold shot. This undoubtedly brings a lot of benefits to the audience. And the director also chose Russell Crowe. In Possession movies, he started the Bobo wave. Friendly reminder that the film is too exciting. Be sure to hold someone else's girlfriend and watch. So here we go. Russell Crowe is an actor. The death of his wife caused him to experience a low point. Start drinking every day. That's why daughter Ryan Simpkins also began to dislike him every day. To get himself back on his feet, he took on the lead role in a horror movie. The daughter is also very happy with the change of her father. She accompanied her father every day and began to memorize lines and read scripts. However, due to the age of the father, or maybe it's because I drank every day before, the audition day was not ideal. Fortunately, the director gave him another chance. Until Russell Crowe spent a few years in the church, the director simply gave him the prayer of the church added to the script. Russell Crowe lived up to expectations, passed the audition with ease. In the evening, everyone will go to the party before the shooting starts. To bring Russell Crowe closer to the character, he also hired a priest, George. When Ryan Simpkins comes back to the bedroom, met another character in the movie, Chloe Bailey. Turns out Ryan Simpkins has always been a fan of Chloe Bailey, although the two of them met for the first time. But the main thing between girls is a meeting. Afterwards, they also agreed to meet on the set together. Because of Ryan Simpkins before, because of various things, expelled from school. So he became Russell Crowe's agent at this point. This means that Ryan Simpkins will be with the crew the entire time. On the day the movie starts filming, they arrived at the scene together. Work soon. The staff took the two of them to the dressing room, met Chloe Bailey on the way, and at this point, he's spraying something on himself. Chloe Bailey told him about the horror movie he made earlier. More or less paranormal events happen. To make them feel at ease, she does a simple exorcism ritual before filming starts. And before they started filming this movie, the gardener's male protagonist died mysteriously. Let Chloe Bailey have to be careful. The two pulled the family and soon came to the countdown. Ryan Simpkins sees the countdown to his father's dysphoria. It's frightening. At this point, they're debugging Chloe Bailey's model, but because it hasn't been perfected yet, a short circuit occurs. This scene is so weird. Didn't think much about it. Chloe Bailey continues her tour with Ryan Simpkins. She couldn't help but ask why Ryan Simpkins was expelled from school. Ryan Simpkins, their headmaster, is a man without any principles. As long as he is not happy, he will fire anyone. Ryan Simpkins can watch it. Poured a bucket of paint on his car. That's why he was fired. The two of them were just chatting. Accidentally came to a bedroom set. In an empty room. Quiet now. But it was eerie. Russell Crowe has finished the makeup here. See this church dress? It reminded him of those few years in the church. The first scene that ended was filmed quickly. Nothing strange happened. My daughter came home early, lying on the bed. Suddenly, there was a knock on the door. Ryan Simpkins thought it was his father coming back. I'm going to go to my father's bedroom to check. But no matter how much she twists the doorknob, she can't open it. Just as she was about to leave, unexpectedly, the door at the back opened automatically. Ryan Simpkins checked it out with trepidation. She didn't expect to find her father in the hallway. He stood still. It's really weird. Ryan Simpkins quickly called out to his father. Father suddenly woke up. Ryan Simpkins asked his father what was going on, but my father said he didn't know what was going on. The two just thought it was Russell Crowe, who hasn't made a movie in a long time. It could be sleepwalking due to stress. The next day's shooting arrived as scheduled. Russell Crowe's condition plummeted. Today, he took several shots in a row, but he didn't get what he wanted. Director finds Russell Crowe. She scolded him very unceremoniously. But just behind the director's reprimand, the chandelier above suddenly came on. Just one step too late. The director's head must be blooming. The director, who was already in a bad mood, also encountered this. Immediately left cursing. Russell Crowe also left the scene to calm down. He wanted to take a sip of wine to calm down. As a result, he subconsciously opened the drawer, found a notebook and the cross inside. Open notebook. Discover. This is the actor who died before for no reason. The Russell Crowe left behind curiously opened it to check. But the further back, the more terrifying. A line of large characters appears at the end of the notebook. You will not be saved. Just when Russell Crowe watched it, he was really fascinated. Daughter Ryan Simpkins suddenly appeared. She wanted to help her father regain his confidence, but the father refused, citing physical discomfort, saying that he went back to the room. When Ryan Simpkins passed the hallway, she noticed a strange sound coming from downstairs. She went downstairs and found the lights flickering on and off. but Ryan Simpkins still thinks his father is sleepwalking and told my father to go to rest quickly. Everything will be fine when you wake up tomorrow, but he didn't know that his father was in the shower. Weird lines have appeared on the neck. As the filming progresses, the state gets worse and worse. Ryan Simpkins wanted to keep encouraging his father, but when she got home, she found her father in a mess. There are countless scars on the body. Ryan Simpkins immediately questioned if his father was drinking again, but the father replied no. Ryan Simpkins looked at his father with disappointment, prepared to leave father immediately, live outside alone, but she didn't expect. Ryan Simpkins is horrified at this point. Remember the weird thing Chloe Bailey told him earlier? She realizes that her father is probably possessed by a demon. Fortunately, it didn't take long for my father to return to normal hours. It was the 15th day of filming. Ryan Simpkins found his father, but his father told him to resign as an agent. It turns out that through all kinds of things during this time, Russell Crowe also realized something was wrong. He didn't want to hurt his daughter, so do it. But Ryan Simpkins didn't follow his father's advice, but to find a priest for help. Ryan Simpkins pulls out a recording of his father whispering before, but my father spoke Latin when he was delirious. She had no idea what it meant. The priest speaks Latin. According to the recording, a name appeared in it, Morrow. Morrow is the devil in their movie. George thinks it's just Russell Crowe's psychology. He didn't think much of it. Let Ryan Simpkins go back first. Here's time to talk to Russell Crowe himself. But after Ryan Simpkins leaves, George went to find books about Morrow. Just as he found Morrow's portrait, it turns out Morrow has a body, weird horns on the head, and he had a baby in his arms. Extremely weird. And just as he was about to continue checking, the metronome on the table suddenly started to move autonomously. At the same time, Uncle Luo, he's suffering from nightmares, saw the priest forcing alcohol into his mouth. In a dark corner stood a portrait of Morrow. There is a baby boy who is about to be sacrificed in front of him. Fortunately, Russell Crowe woke up from a nightmare. Filming continued on day 19. A video of Chloe Bailey going to the end, but Russell Crowe was thirsty during filming. The director found Luo, so reprimanded him again, but Russell Crowe didn't seem to hear it. Go directly to the first floor. He slowly turned around. Everyone who sees this scene, they all stepped back in fear, and then all the lights went out. A desk lamp suddenly came on. Uncle Luo sits in front of the lamp, frenzied, banging his head on the table. The director can't help it. He could only find a new male lead. When the actor was offering his lines that night, and the lights went out, but then the light went on in the packaging room. The actor went rummaging for props. Find a priest's dress and put it on, and familiarize yourself with the lines in front of the mirror. Just as he was full of passion, unexpectedly, Russell Crowe suddenly appeared, grab him by the neck, until he dies. No one knows about it. Chloe Bailey and Ryan Simpkins the next day, learning of the actor's death. Strange things happen one after another. The director paused filming, as Ryan Simpkins comforted Chloe Bailey. Father's roar came from outside. Ryan Simpkins, hurry up and check it out. Just as Ryan Simpkins took a closer look, unexpectedly, his father pushed him away. Then he slammed him hard onto the table, and left a trail of blood on his face. Fortunately, at this time, Chloe Bailey took a hot water bottle and threw it at Russell Crowe. Ryan Simpkins is out of danger, but then Russell Crowe did not continue to attack the two. Instead, he jumped out of the window. When the two saw this, they quickly came to the window to check, but they didn't expect there to be no Russell Crowe's body down there. Ryan Simpkins found George, asked him to help himself. George also realized that something was wrong. Immediately take the guy to that bedroom set. But just as George was about to start the exorcism, all the lights went out again. Ryan Simpkins pulls out the light stick to illuminate. I found that the priest was no longer in the room. Only one Bible was left in the ground. Ryan Simpkins wanted to go up and pick it up, but she didn't expect the Bible to suddenly slide to the other side. Just when she didn't know what to do, Russell Crowe suddenly appeared in the back, and the priest and Chloe Bailey appeared on either side. Apparently, the two were controlled. Demons control Russell Crowe. Tell Ryan Simpkins that her father is not worth saving. He didn't live up to the responsibilities of a father, but Ryan Simpkins knew it was demonic. It wasn't affected. Fortunately, Ryan Simpkins has a cross in his hand. She's out of the woods. Then the priest and Chloe Bailey also woke up. George walked up to the possessed Russell Crowe, said he was willing to replace Russell Crowe. The devil immediately put his hand on George. Awake, Russell Crowe picks up the Bible. He prayed to God, seek the Lord's help, destroy the devil. Finally, the Lord heard Russell Crowe's request. Russell Crowe forced the demon to bed. He didn't expect this demon to be so powerful. Critical moment. Russell Crowe took out the cross and pierced George's skull. In the next second, George's body was on fire, and so the devil was exterminated. George at his own expense. The three of Russell Crowe survived. The movie ends. See you next time.